So, um, continuing, this is day one of the rest of my life, and I think I'm going to start by recording early on a tour of my home. Um, I really haven't done anything. I haven't touched much of anything. I haven't modified or moved anything since Dawn went to the hospital and died. Um, so this is going to be pretty much everything exactly how he left it for now. So here goes. And let me start by apologizing for any mess that exists. The house is not in great shape right now. Uh, I'd say the past week or so, Don really declined in his condition, and keeping up with the cleaning was really really hard for me. So please bear that in mind and don't judge the mess. Over here, and Don was a smoker, so I kind of am too. I switched over to vape products many years ago, but this past couple days I've been smoking his cigarettes like a chimney. So yes, I know they're bad for me. These are his medications, the ones he was actually taking. Uh, I pulled them out for the paramedics, and they're still sitting there. Um, I set his wallet there. He always put sugar in his coffee. Uh, this is the jewelry I took off his body. His ring and his necklace. Uh, we both had cereal for breakfast every morning, and he always liked the sugary kid cereals like Cocoa Puffs, um, and Crunch Berries. I always preferred like basic cereals like Cheerios. Don used to be a big drinker, which was the main reason for his liver failure and eventual downfall. These bottles have been sitting in here for years, and I think I'm gonna be consuming a lot of that. Uh, the last week of Don's life, I was so desperate for taking some of his pain away that I started having him munch on marijuana candies. So that's what these are. If you live in a state that this isn't legal, well, this is what it looks like. Um, Don loved fruit juices. He was always thirsty for fruit juice, so I always tried to have a stockpile up of iced tea and fruit juice. Um, this is our kitchen table. This was Don's seat. He only sat in this chair, and that's his coat behind it. I always sat over there. This is Don, and this is Wolf. Um, that's the backpack he took to all his medical appointments. Uh, if I go outside onto the deck, we have some outdoor furniture that we have covered up. And this is the mobility scooter that he needed in the last few months of his life to be able to get outside of the house and get to his doctor appointments. And outside we have a ramp here that goes all the way to the outside. And this ramp actually didn't exist for Don. His once upon a time, many years ago, he had another partner, Greg, who was the love of his life for a good 30 years. And Greg became incapacitated and ill and bedbound, and had to be transported with a motorized wheelchair, an electric wheelchair. And this ramp was installed for Greg. And Don got good use out of it too, with that scooter up there. And that's our dog, Thunder. Don loved feeding the squirrels in the spring, in the summer, in the fall. I bought him this squirrel feeder, and he absolutely loved it. He took such pleasure in feeding the squirrels and watching the squirrels every single morning. He knew the squirrels' personalities, and he could identify each one of them. He really loved squirrels. And, he never named them. He thought that would be silly, but he definitely got pleasure in taking care of them. Oh, shit. This little Nutri-Grain bar is the last thing I tried to feed him. And that cigarette right there is the last one he had in his mouth. Oh. Those are his glasses. Oh, shit, this is hard. This is really hard. I apologize if some of this gets a little gross looking. I don't think it's going to be too bad, but this was his couch. Towards, I'd say, the last 6 to 8 months, he almost entirely slept on this couch. He didn't sleep in his bed. And this was his favorite blanket. Oh boy. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Wow. This is hard. This blanket. When Don was in the hospital last, and after I made the hard decision to stop all medical procedures and allow him to die, when he was taken up to a private room from the emergency room, I ran home and I got this blanket and I brought it to the hospital, and I laid that blanket over his comatose body while he was struggling to hang on and die. And he died under that blanket, just the way he spent so many nights trying so hard to get some sleep. Oh boy. That's his bathrobe draped over the edge of the couch there. This corner is dedicated to his former partner Greg. Those are pictures of Don and Greg together. And that ice cream cone shaped cookie jar, as silly as it sounds, inside of that are the remains of Greg. It was Don's wish that someday when he died, that I would take Greg's ashes and his and scatter them inside of Lake Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where he and Greg spent so many wonderful, precious memories together. And it's up to me to honor that. And I will. Eventually. When I'm ready. Uh, I am big into houseplants. Don never really was, but about a year ago, Don decided he wanted to take a little interest in something that was important to me, and he asked to bring a colorful houseplant upstairs. And this is it. This and Aglaonema red Siam. It's a beautiful plant. This is his walker that he needed to get around the last 3 weeks of his life, and that little urinal jar he needed sometimes when he wasn't going to make it all the way to the bathroom. Don celebrated all the Christian holidays, and Easter being one of them. He had this Easter candy dish out. He always decorated for all the holidays. He loved this little electric fireplace. Always kept him warm. This Lord's Prayer, he really loved this this little knickknack, and oh boy, I knew he loved that one, so I had this made. Because of you, I can't read that right now, but I made that for him. These little wolf statues actually, this is one of the only things I have changed so far. These little wolf statues were downstairs in my bedroom up until last night. It was my first symbolic gesture to take something of mine and bring it upstairs, because this is now my home. And both of these sculptures are extremely precious to me because they were given to me by a dear, close, wonderful family member of mine, Jack. Anyway, down the stairs we get to what has been my area, and I'm not going to go down there because really nothing's different. Nothing's going to need to be changed, and nothing is really Don's down there. More religious type stuff. I am not religious, so a lot of this, Christian symbolism, I think I'm going to try to give them back to their original owners. He lived with a colostomy bag, and we have all of his colostomy supplies in here. This is the spare bedroom. We just kind of use this for storage. This used to be his bed. We moved it in here because he got a new one. He absolutely loved winter coats. He had this thing for winter coats that he always had to get a new winter coat, like every single year. He would fill up this closet with winter coats till it couldn't fit anymore, and then would donate a couple of the oldest ones. And along this back wall are his most prized military accommodations and awards for being a recruiter in the Air Force. He was retired Air Force, and he took so much pride in that aspect of his life. This is Don's bedroom. Don and I did not share a bedroom. There are a lot of reasons. It just didn't work out all that well. The way he sleeps, the way I sleep. Neither one of us ever got any rest. So we tried it for quite a while, and it just didn't work. And we decided to stay in separate rooms. So I stayed downstairs. This is a pretty fancy sleep number bed. It's pretty expensive. But he never really got a whole lot of use out of it. He never could get comfortable in it with all of his conditions. it was real hard for him to sleep in this bed for some reason. Most of these little stuffed animals up here, except for that teddy bear, all the rest of them are ones I gave him. I gave him this little wolf one of the times he was in the hospital, and that was Valentine's Day, and a couple squirrels. Uh, More of his medical type supplies, and this wooden card and this here. Here's what I gave him for Valentine's Day just last month. I'm so happy to spend another Valentine's Day with the man I love most in the world. You're the best and I love you. That will always be true. And here I am recording this falling apart. He kept pictures of Greg on his mirror. Oh boy. And I'm not going to go through his clothes and his drawers, but his cell phone, which is still plugged in. He's got clothes in the closet. Our hall closet. Nicotine patches. He tried quitting smoking a bunch of times. Never really worked out for him. Nothing too special in there, just sheets and towels. This is just a food pantry. He absolutely was addicted to these silly little Chester's cheese puff corn things, so I always kept a stockpile of them for him. Cool boy. Just your basic stuff. His bathroom, all of his toiletries. We just recently redecorated this bathroom and his little shower stool because he couldn't stand up anymore. Well, he couldn't stand up in the shower for any period of time. This here is one of his favorite sweaters. I bought him this just a few months ago, and it's nice and it's plush and it's soft and it's warm, and he absolutely loved it. He wore it so many times, like all the time, slept in it. He said it was so comfortable. Oh boy. This right here is a photo he always kept of his former dog Jake a long time ago. Jake died before I came into Don's life, but Jake was so important to Don, and this picture's been up on this wall ever since I met Don. Oh boy. This is another military thing that was really important to Don, and I don't know if he knows it yet, but I'm going to be offering up all of Don's military stuff to his nephew Tim, who Don he recruited his nephew Tim into the Air Force, who then proceeded to make it a career of his own. Any of Don's military things that Tim wants are his. That's Don's mug. It'll always be Don's mug. And this one here, I bought him when he got his cancer. Stronger than cancer. And damn it, he was. He contracted colon cancer in June Well, his colon cancer was discovered in June of 2020, and that's why he needed the colostomy. And I got him this, and I reminded him every single day that he was gonna beat the shit out of that cancer. And after 9 months, 10 months of chemo, he did, in fact, beat the cancer. There was no trace of cancer anywhere in his body, and subsequent tests, the colon cancer never came back. It never metastasized, and he really was stronger than cancer. Boy, this is a hard video. Hopefully the hardest one that I have to make. He loved all these little magnets on the refrigerator. They're all from the same artist, whoever he or she is, and I think they're kind of cute, so I might keep them. And all of these are photographs of Don's niece, Sheridan, when she was a little kid. And when I say niece, not niece biologically, but Don had his own, we'll say, chosen family here in Washington, and he loved Sheridan so much that these pictures of her as a kid still exist on the refrigerator. So I think Sheridan and her mom are going to get these back. Yeah, there's nothing too special in the fridge other than he loved his French vanilla coffee creamer. Oh, I think I'm calming down now. Yeah. So this is our home. This is the upstairs of our home, which was primarily like Don's area and the common areas. Yeah. He kept a paper calendar still. He was kind of a little old-fashioned, and it's been a while since he's actually written any of his appointments on the calendar. It looks like he hasn't done that at all this year. He used to in previous years. A calendar like this would be filled up with handwritten notes about all of his appointments. I did more of his appointment tracking in more recent months, so I guess he didn't feel the need to write all that down. So that's the tour of our house. At least the upstairs of it, the areas that were Don's, primarily Don's. This is going to be the process that I go through, that I'm going to be documenting. Me moving things for the first time, touching things for the first time. Making what was our home into my home, somehow. And recording the process, the coping. All the little things that there's no instruction manual on how to deal with. Figuring that out as I go. And you're all free to come with me on this journey. And thank you for taking the tour of the house with me. And let's see how this goes.